Hi everyone. Today I will show you how to make a granny square bag. First, let's learn how to make the main flower motifs. There is a diagram included in the kit, but I have slightly adjusted the method. The diagram uses 8 double crochet and chains for round 1. I replace it for 8 3DC puff stitches. You can still follow the diagram if you prefer. In addition, I replaced the 3 chain turning stitch with a standing double crochet. And for the 4 chain turning stitch, I changed it to 1 single crochet plus 1 double crochet. This gives the work a more complete appearance. Now, let's begin crocheting the motif. I am using a 3mm crochet hook. Start by making a magic ring. Wrapping twice. Insert your hook. And pull up a loop. Now, we will start with 1 incomplete double crochet with 2 loops on the hook. We do not pull through yet. This is our first incomplete double crochet. Yarn over again, insert the hook, and pull up a loop. Pull through the first 2 loops. This is the second incomplete double crochet. Work 1 more incomplete double crochet. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Then pull through the first 2 loops. Now there are 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Chain 2. This is our first puff stitch. We need to make 8 of these puff stitches. Let's continue. Yarn over, insert hook, and pull up a loop. That is the first part of the stitch. Work the second one. Yarn over and insert hook. Pull up another loop. And the third one. There are 4 loops on the hook now. Pull through all of them. Chain 2 as before. This is the second puff stitch. Repeat this until you have 8. Please finish the rest on your own. Now we have reached the 7th puff stitch. After the 2 chains, we will work the 8th one. Again, yarn over and insert hook. Work 3 incomplete double crochets. First, second, and the third. 4 loops on hook. Pull through all loops. Then chain 2. We have now finished the first round. Now, pull the yarn tail to tighten the ring. Be careful when pulling. Do not snap the yarn. I have broken it several times myself. Once tight, we will slip stitch into the first double crochet stitch. This completes round 1. Next, start with a standing double crochet. After the standing double crochet, we need to chain 1. The purpose of this chain is to provide a place to slip stitch when we finish the second round. Pull this chain stitch slightly tight, then chain 4. Yarn over the hook. In the first chain, excluding the one we made. For the slip stitch, work an incomplete double crochet. Repeat this. Work another incomplete double crochet. Now there are 3 loops on the hook. Pull through all of them. We have now finished the first petal section. Now, yarn over. In the next stitch, since we have 8 petals below, work a double crochet. Next, we will work the second petal. Chain 4. Yarn over and insert hook. into the first chain. In this stitch, work 2 incomplete double crochets, first and the second. Pull through all 3 loops. This is the second petal. Moving on. Yarn over. On the third stitch of the base, work a double crochet. Now for the third petal. Chain 4. Yarn over. Insert hook into the first chain. Work 2 incomplete double crochets. The first and the second. With 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all of them. Continue again. Yarn over. In the next stitch of the round, work a double crochet. Next, work the fourth petal. Yarn over, and in the first chain, work 2 incomplete double crochets. Pull through all 3 loops. Follow this with another double crochet. Continue this pattern until you have 8 petals. We have now finished the 7th petal, followed by a double crochet. Now, let's make the final petal. Chain 4 as usual. In the first chain stitch, work 2 incomplete double crochets. 1, 2. Yarn over. And pull through all 3 loops. This is our last petal. Now, we will join to the first petal by slip stitching into the chain stitch we reserved. And that completes round 2. Now, we begin crocheting round 3. After the slip stitch, chain 1. In the same stitch where we slip stitched. That very same stitch. Work 1 single crochet. Then, chain 3. Yarn over your hook. And insert it into the next double crochet position. Work 3 incomplete double crochets. Two, and 3. Yarn over and pull through all loops. Next, chain 4. In this same stitch, work another 3-stitch puff stitch. That is a puff stitch made of 3 double crochets. 1. 2. And 3. Chain 4 once more. Continue in this same space. Working 1 more puff stitch. And now our first corner is complete. Continue by chaining 3. Into the double crochet from the previous round. Work 1 single crochet. Then, chain 3 again. In the next double crochet position, we will work 3 more puff stitches as before. Chain 4. Work the second puff stitch. The third puff stitch. Pull through all loops. This completes our second corner. Chain 3 as usual. Single crochet into the double crochet stitch. Chain 3 again. Follow the previous steps to finish this entire round. We have now finished the last puff stitch. Finish with 3 chain stitches. Slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. Round 3 is now finished. Now, let's start round 4. Chain 1. Single crochet into the slip stitch space. Then, work a standing double crochet. This will be a pattern of treble crochets. Let's continue. Yarn over twice on your hook. In the first chain space, work to treble crochets. Here is the first. And now the second. That's the second treble crochet. Then we work a double crochet on the puff stitch of last round. And work 3 double crochets in the chain space. Because this is a corner, chain 3. Skip this section, and in the next chain space, work 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3 double crochets. Now, work into the top of the puff stitch. This must mirror the other side, so work 1 double crochet here as well. That completes one corner. Moving on. Yarn over twice. In this space, we will work 2 treble crochets. In the single crochet from the previous round, work 1 treble crochet. Then in the next space, work another 2 treble crochets. This forms one side of the square. Continue with 1 double crochet. In the 2 corner chain spaces, work 3 double crochets each. Chain 3. 3 double crochets. After finishing 2 corners, we continue. To maintain symmetry, we need to work another double crochet into the top of the previous puff stitch. Half of the square is now complete. Carry on. Here, work 2 treble crochets. 1 treble crochet in the single crochet, and 2 more treble crochets. That makes 5 treble crochets total. Then work 1 double crochet into the previous puff stitch, followed by 3 double crochets. Chain 3, and 3 more double crochets. Finally, work 1 double crochet into the puff stitch. Repeat this pattern until the round is finished. We have reached the end of the motif. Since the standing double crochet doesn't have its own stitch top, we will slip stitch into these 2 loops on the side. That's finished. Tighten the yarn. Now, let's start the border. Insert hook into the slip stitch space. Weave in the yarn and as you go. After inserting at the slip stitch, work a turning chain. Work 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Then, work 1 single crochet into every stitch. When you reach the corner space, work 2 single crochets. Chain 3. 2 more single crochets. Continue along this row, working 1 single crochet into each stitch. In the corner, work 2 single crochets, chain 3, and 2 single crochets. Excluding the corner spaces. Each side should have 13 stitches. 13 stitches per side. In the corner, 2 single crochet, chain 3, 2 single crochet. Follow this rule to finish the entire round. We are at the very last stitch. Finish the single crochet. Then slip stitch into the first single crochet. Tidy up the piece. Now we have finished one complete flower motif. You can count your stitches. To double check if everything is correct, we are good to go. That's it, we are done. Let me tell you about this bag. I have already assembled it. Initially, I wanted to sew it together, and I had sewn most of it. However, I realized it didn't look very good. So I took it apart and used the slip stitch join method instead. Personally, I struggled with the order of joining, and I couldn't find a sequence that felt natural. My own joining method felt a bit awkward. I first joined these 2 vertical rows. The front 3 panels, the bottom, and the back. Then I joined along this row. After joining those 2 rows, the front, bottom, and back were all connected. For the remaining 3 side rows, I started here, worked around in a circle, and joined straight through to this side. Same for the other side. Doing it horizontally made the slip stitching feel quite clumsy. If anyone knows a better joining order, please let me know. I will re-record this video to explain it better. Now, let's look at the join method. Let's see how to slip stitch the pieces together. First, Make a loop on your hook. And work a slip knot. Insert the hook into the first chain stitch position of the motif. Do the same on the other side. Insert into the first chain stitch space. Work a slip stitch join. Pull through the first motif. Then through the other motif. Slip stitch. This is our first stitch. Carry on. Insert into the inner loop of the single crochet. Take the inner loop on the other side as well. Yarn over and pull through all loops. That is the second stitch. Move to the next stitch. Inner loop here. Inner loop there, pull through. That's the third stitch. You can use a chain stitch for the transition to the next motif. Joining the next two motifs. Continue the joining process. Insert hook at the first chain stitch position. Do the same on the other side. The first chain stitch position. Slip stitch. Keep going. The second stitch is the first single crochet. Insert into inner loops only. Just join them all together until the bag is formed. There isn't much else to say. The process is quite repetitive. Finally, work a round of back loop only single crochets around the edge, and you're done.